Hi, my name's Nick Malone and I'm an artist based in London. I run classes for beginners here at my studio, and you can always find us at our website www.londonartclasses.com, and there's a link to londonartclasses.com from the internet page that you're on. We're going to have a look at making a black collage. It's interesting this, because when one mentions black, one thinks simply, oh well, that's just one colour, or an absence of colour maybe. But in fact there are lots of different kinds of black, and you could make a collage just using all of these different blacks into something really interesting. As a matter of fact, this wasn't a collage, but there was a very famous painting done by a man called Malevich, a Russian as it turns out, which was just a black canvas. But what we're going to look at is different kinds of black. Now, first of all, we could look at the materials. So, for example, most people know that charcoal is black. And there's a piece of charcoal, and you can see there how it varies in intensity. And if you have a smaller piece, maybe we can get a little bit blacker. You can also have charcoal that's compressed with wax into something called conte, which is very concentrated. And there is what is called compressed charcoal as well. So all of those are different variations on what is made with carbon. And most charcoal, I might say, is made from willow, but then if you have charcoal made from vine, it isn't as intense, but it has a very slightly brownish tinge about it. Which brings me to the point that in colours, among artist colours, you get different kinds of black. It's not just like some absolute black. This, for instance, is Mars black. Put a little bit more on there to make the point, which is different, and I hope this can come up that you can see this on your screen, from ivory black, which has a very subtle, slightly browner hue to it. Can you see that? Of course, there are other blacks that you can create and discover. First of all, you can discover them in the objects around you. So, for instance, you could just look at black paper, or there's this black top here. And you could cut up this, I mean, we won't cut up this is too nice a top, but your own top you could cut up and you could stick on there. But the most interesting blacks of all are ones maybe you can create. For example, I'm going to create a black here from a form of red, something called alizarin crimson, which we might just paint on here. And if we then add phthalo green to this, can you see that right away we create a very interesting black? It's subtle. And you can keep adding, you know, more of one colour or another until you've got a black that's much more velvety than maybe you might get out of a normal tube. So your collage then could just be made up of areas of black that you have painted, that you've cut up from your clothing, that you've found on bits of paper, that you've created using different colours to create the final black, and then put them all together onto your base. And I suggest that you stick them with an acrylic medium, such as an acrylic gel like this, or stick them down with acrylic medium which can just pour on the back. And you cut them up and then put them together on the base that you've prepared.